finna got in the gently. Angry and fresh with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Money bag, money bag, money bag. Make it like a money bag, money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag. Money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Heavy lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money bag, 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 money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now on second down. Caught left side, Williams. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Second down, Rivers. He shakes him off. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw on second down. Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Gone! Now let's go! From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with his first NFL pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rivers now. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw is Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. Now Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass. That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red Delta! On 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
12.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mayfield now. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Ready. Delta! Come on.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rivers to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended. We'll step aside. Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. Throw left side complete. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
First down, Hackenberg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hackenberg again. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And this is complete. It's Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. And now running right through it. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So if you like field goal, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Hackenberg. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
Here's Gordon. They find some open field here. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Hackenberg on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Hackenberg. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Hackenberg. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Hackenberg. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. So that one will be accepted. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Mayfield to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Browns unable to move the chain. On 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Man open left side, it's Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Hackenberg. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To the air again, Hackenberg. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Again, it's Hackenberg. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
First down, Hackenberg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll throw again. Hackenberg. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Hackenberg on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Hackenberg. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mayfield down underneath for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landing! Blue landing!
To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. And again, it's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Fourth down, Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Hackenberg on first down. High throw, but the catch is made. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Hackenberg. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Gun! Over!
Mayfield on first down. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one, and another first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Denzel Perryman in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Best formation in football. Victory near, boys. Hey, we ain't playing around this year. Phillip Rivers came out the game. Y'all saw that. We had to scale back. Very conservative game plan. Second half, it really wasn't nothing for us to take downfield. We just had to take what he was giving us. And worked out. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Well, let me see if I get the live game if the game ends. I thought the game was over. Game over.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
I thought the game was over. I swear I thought the game was over.
So that'll back
I
him
got a
up
punt.
5.
This is a weird situation here. I probably should have just ran a play. That's weird. Holy shit. Can I get 7 seconds of hang time on this high punt?
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
You know what? Normal kick. Hopefully it goes out of bounds. If it doesn't, fuck it. Let it ride. What?
And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, shit. All right. End the game. Game over. I don't want to see that shit. He almost got the block off. That's funny. You know, good games of my opponent. Thanks for watching. Chargers 6-0, I think. We needed that. We had confidence last week. We had offensive confidence, defensive confidence. Rat gave us some trouble, though, in the middle of the game, man. When Rivers went down, I wasn't too confident at that point, but I wasn't like shaking because, you know, I had scouted his defense. His defense is tough. You know, I knew his defense would give me trouble when I wanted to get down the field with different plays. So once I kind of just realized his defense was going to give me trouble going downfield to the heavy things that I want to throw, I just decided to just, you know, we got two sides. We got the deep ball side. We got the conservative side. If the conservative side is gonna win us a game, we'll rock with it too. And so we scaled back drastically. We didn't take a deep shot, I don't think, in the whole third and fourth quarter. Even when we got down, I think we got a holding that got us tough. 1st and 20. We stayed with the plan. We got 5. I think we got 5 or 10 on the first down. We got him the offsides on the second down, so that gave us back to 2nd and 5, I think. So things like that, those little things. I know penalties. I know people have been complaining about the penalties, but you know what? Penalties was huge. Penalties was huge in this game. We both got them, and you know what, man? If you watch any of the games, I mean, I see a lot of penalties in the real games, man. Like, you know, penalties are huge, man. And penalties and turnovers are killers in real life in this game. And let me see exactly how many penalty yards we did have. Exactly. Because you don't really get to see it anywhere else. In between us, I had 133 yards of penalties. He had 65. So yeah, I was feeling it. But you know, we're a time of possession type of team. As long as we got the advantage there, we got the total. Yeah, we got the yardage back on offensive yard gain, and you know, 133 yards, that's a lot, I will say that. But you know, I got a couple of holding penalties on turnovers. What a game was I watching the other day where the guy, Myles Garrett, that was the first game of the season. I was rewatching, for some reason I was rewatching the first game of the season. It came up, and Myles Garrett, that cost Browns that first game. I don't know if you guys remember that. That cost the Browns that first game. I think Schobert got a pick, and Myles Garrett got a late block in the back, and eventually they ended up missing the field goal. So I believe in the penalties. I believe in the way we have things set up, you know. But since everybody is actually complaining, we have to take a look at the settings and take a look for you guys. You know, we can't have you guys disgruntled every week about the way things are going. So yeah, man, that was a good game. Tough game. Not as tough as I was coming in expecting, because you know what? I was coming in expecting him to run a lot of man, which man is really giving me trouble lately. If somebody knows how to run a good man-to-man defense, it's been giving me trouble. And I was watching, I think it was 1 or 2 games he had on, and he did run a lot of man. I don't know if he came in with a different game plan for me, and we kind of both counteracted each other. But Philip Rivers going down, kind of like, I'm not crazy about Rivers, man. I'd love to trade him to somebody. I'd love to get a new quarterback in here with a bigger arm. Let me see, he didn't get hurt for the week, right? Yeah, no, he just left for the game. But, I mean, he was taking hits, you know. When we scaled back, we weren't taking as many sacks. When you scale back, man, but our offensive line, Myles Garrett was getting, every time we ran to the left, that's another change we made. Myles Garrett was the right end. And, I mean, our offensive line is trash, so we don't expect to do a lot of things, but Myles Garrett was on this side, and every play he'd just be like getting the first push off. I'm like, what the hell? I can't even get off. So when we started running, where we did get success, we started running to the right. We did find some success there. But good game, and I think, let me see what happens next. Titans and then a bye. Titans and then a bye. I don't know. I haven't seen a Titans game yet. I don't know what thing Mariota's leading the league in rushing or something. But I have not seen a Titans game yet. And another thing that we did get to do in this game is really show off our defense. We're talking about a guy who is second. I mean, now he's second, but before the game, he was first in passing and like second in rushing. And to hold a guy like that to 12 points. So another thing that was key in that game was a fourth down that he decided to go on a fourth down up 3. I think in a situation where you're only up 3, a field goal ties the game. You have to take 6. You have to put the pressure on your opponent to get that touchdown. I mean, that's just my philosophy. I don't know. I mean, if you get a touchdown in that spot, then, you know, that's huge. It's going up 2 scores. But the downside is you give the other team a lot of confidence. You give them fairly decent field position. And then on top of that, you say, hey, you don't need a field goal, and this game is back even. So that was a huge momentum, I think, after that. After that, things changed drastically. But, all right, boys. I'm going to sign off. I really haven't talked on the live. I'm not going to talk on the live, but, you know, I saw a bunch of you guys watching this one, and I appreciate you guys checking in. All right, I'll holler back.